Hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm in New Hampshire. I got about an hour or something left. So, weather's getting creepy out. It is what it is. I'm about 40 minutes behind Eastern PA. So, yeah, nothing fantastic to see. Going through the rolling hills here. Just making my way up there. Obviously, no mail call. Left everything at home. Things changed today. So at the end of the day, the boss gave me the day off tomorrow. I'm supposed to pour all day. So, yeah. I hear a poop in the basement. Oh, hey, what's up there?
Why are you going so slow?
Going slow. Speed
Yeah,
limit 65. I'm doing 71.
looks slow through that.
Well, the weather's crappy, so, it's doing that thing, called rain.
No, I don't know. I got an echo. You got somebody with you playing YouTube?
No, shouldn't be any echo.
Yeah, there's an echo.
Let's see here. Hold on a second.
That's not horribly bad.
That's
Hello,
probably
everybody in chat.
there we are.
All right, here, let me see. I might.
Is that better? Could be my Bluetooth.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm on Bluetooth.
It's better.
I did have YouTube open in the background, but there was no, it didn't even start yet.
Yeah, it's not horrible. It is a light echo.
Yeah, no idea. Like I said, it's probably this Bluetooth. I hate it in here. I want to upgrade this radio, but
I
keep
started
buying
having trouble.
another stuff.
I started having trouble with my Bluetooth. Just
Yeah?
my headset I use for calls. I think it's
Yep.
bleeding over into other people's cars and stuff like that, because only when I'm in the city, it actually seems like the same places on Main Street, but only when I'm in the city, in a certain part, I seem to start getting echoes.
Really?
Yeah, and it ain't a $1 million set, but it ain't a $20 Amazon cheapie either. Kind of weird.
Yeah. Like the Bluetooth headset that I have, that I always use when I'm live, my earbuds, but they're packed away in my laptop bag. Hey, Bud Files, Joseph.
I think it might just be because your reception's a little spotty.
Actually, I've got full 5G.
Now you're crackly, and it's freezing up intermittently. No big deal. It's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know if I can change any of my settings now.
Yeah, I don't know if you could drop your camera definition, because your picture looks real good. If you could drop your camera definition down to just high def or maybe even standard def, it might help you out a little bit. I'm not sure how you do that on a phone. Oh, didn't you say your wife was going with you on this trip? Well, there goes Wrench. You are famous, Kings. Not for the right reasons, but you're definitely famous.
My music started playing. It dropped me out for a second. That was weird. you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, Donna.
Does this look like
Yes.
I'm going faster? Faster tractor trailers?
Yeah, it looks a little bit better.
I'm still doing 71. I wish you could see it. It's looking beautiful out here, but a little bit I can see. Nice straight road.
Looks a bit dark, but
Hey,
at least there's
Donna.
not a lot of traffic.
Why do they have to share a referral link down here blocking? I can't chat.
I'll see if I can make it go away.
Maybe. What's up,
No,
Uncle Sacker?
I can't make it go. I can't make it go away. The only thing you could do would be to switch off to where you couldn't see your screen at all and go purely for chat.
Yeah, I'm not messing around. I'll catch you when it rolls. Gotta keep my eyes on the road, you know? No distraction.
What?
Oh, hydroplane in action there.
You guys got planes on the road there too?
I got what on the road?
You guys got planes on the road too?
No, I was saying hydroplaning.
I know, I'm messing with you.
Good. No. I was like, what are you talking about planes on the road? Is that a big movie fan? Feel like the Twilight Zone. Yeah? If I had a better mount, I could turn it a little bit. But then I wouldn't be able to see nothing in chat.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Trying
real
not to
dark.
blind everybody. Yeah. I mean, I got the high beams from hell, and still.
I don't know what hydroplaning is. Kings? Hello, Mary.
Hey, Mary. What are you doing up, Mary? Oh, I need that late.
Usually she's at work right now.
At work, breaking PA's balls.
Oh, flying around the country doing Mary stuff.
I tell you one thing, it's great having nobody else on the road.
No, it looks like an easy drive.
But
Yeah, I got a good one. And we'll see if a bigger audience comes in. I'll tell you about it.
yeah, thank you, big movie fan. Much appreciated.
Do what?
I was thinking big movie fan for the like. He said, "You dropping a like."
He always hits the like.
I got team party today, and we were talking for quite a while. I guess they sent tomorrow. They're sending everything out to plating. They're picking it up Monday. What they need to have plated, and it should be shipped out Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, your dredge?
Big time for plating. Yeah.
Hello, Welch.
Hey, Brad. Hey.
Hope you get some good use out of it.
Yeah. I'm more excited about the pump. You know, being able to use that. You know, instead of this monster I got sitting on the passenger seat.
I thought your wife was going with you on this trip. Thought your girlfriend was going with you on this trip.
She went with me to Vermont. The only thing I didn't get footage because it rained all 3 days, and it was just horrible. And we got out for maybe 2 hours, so really didn't get any footage.
Yeah, that's probably pretty much a guarantee she won't ever want to go with you again.
You guarantee everybody what?
That's probably a guarantee that she'll never want to go with you again.
Well, she's going with me to because I'm going to PA and PA going down to Thermal City for 4th of July. So we're going to take it to the tent in PA, and, taking the camper down with PA. I think we're all going to drive together though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to do North Carolina there for 4th of July. Mrs. PA said that Mrs. PA is excited. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have another female around." Jesus, hydroplane.
Yeah, she'll have something to do. Welch, I thought you got a new truck a couple months ago.
No, you have a new transmission in this truck.
Oh, I thought he got rid of his Nissan and got a Toyota like 4 or 5 months ago.
No, he's still driving the Chevy, the 18 Chevy.
Brad Welch? No, I'm talking about Brad
Welch.
Oh,
Brad. Oh, I don't know. I can't see the front. Got me a new truck. No more brakes. Oh, yeah. It's like he's having problems right now. He's having T420.
Oh, that's just catalyst efficiency. Who cares? Run it.
He says it's not having any power loss and everything, so I'm like, he says he clears it, comes right back. It's probably a bad O2 sensor for coming right back.
Yeah, I'd have to see the data.
Yeah, I brought my scanner, but I can only do generic.
That's all you need is generic. All you need to look at is the upstream data and the downstream data on bank one, driver's side on that truck.
Yeah.
And just compare how fast bank two is switching. If it's switching ultra fast, then it's just a bad cat. There's nothing you can do for it.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about. Nice, Welch. What did we get? A Hilux?
Hilux are nice.
Tacoma.
Too bad we can't get a Hilux around here.
It's just a Tacoma. They're not that much difference. The only real difference is the engine.
What's the difference?
Just the engine.
They get the diesel in that, can't they?
Well, everything's diesel down there. Not everything, but the vast majority of. If you have to pick a 4-wheel drive in Australia, you go diesel. If you're picking a 4-wheel drive in the U.S., you go gas. It's all about the availability of fuel, and diesel is just prolific in Australia compared to the States. You know, the power is different, how the power comes on and off, but you know, I don't know what their exact emissions requirements are down there. I don't know if they have DEF or EGR or any of that on them. If it has all that, then I'd rather have a gas personally. New trucks are nice, Welch. I've only bought one new truck, but I've bought 2 brand new cars. Always nice to have a new one. I still think you should go hunt down an old 80 series though, or even a 79 series. You'd be all right. I just wish I could get
Yeah,
the diesel engine. I just wish I could get the diesel engine that was available when the 80 series originally came out. I don't know what series engine it was, but that thing is a beast.
thank you, big movie fan. Yeah, congratulations, Brad.
Yeah, new trucks are nice, man. Congrats. Don't be afraid to scratch it. Got an 80 series Volvar. Does that count? Sure it does. Hello, Carl.
Hey, what's up,
I mean,
Carl?
realistically, Brad, your 80 series will break, or your Hilux will break easier than a 80 series, but it's all about what kind of wheeling you're doing. If you're not just beating it to death and doing a bunch of rock crawling, then an independent front suspension Hilux is going to be just a fine truck and 10 times more comfortable. Realistically, besides rock crawling, the independent front suspensions are fine anymore.
I love my independent front suspension and my 2001 going back on the road, but I love that thing.
Yeah, they're weaker. They're weaker than a straight axle, but most people aren't doing straight axle required stuff. I mean, 99% of the time, I'm not. IFS
I
would do
got
just fine.
plowed with it. I did everything with that truck. I beat the snot out of it, but I had that front end beat up though.
Yeah.
I smelled somebody smoking a reefer in front of me.
Yeah. Out here, they'd be smoking it in front of you, behind you, on the side of you.
It's weird. Ever since I became allergic to it, I just smell it from really far away.
I became allergic to the people who smoke it.
You became allergic to what?
I became allergic to the people who smoke it.
Ah. You know, I tried it for pain. You know, I tried doing edibles and stuff for pain, and nope. I get that tingle in the throat. I was like, yep, nope, that ain't working. So, no rock crawling, just enough go to push and get out of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I've taken it. I was following a Tacoma one day to one of our mine adventures. It's in my video. I was following an independent front suspension Tacoma. Driven right, he made it there just fine. He had to worry about it a lot more than I did, but he didn't break nothing. They're fine.
Usually the weak links are the tie rod ends.
Yeah, the tie rod ends on a Chevy, you'll break a tie rod end real easy. Toyotas, you don't even really break the tie rod ends very much.
I got a Cognito front end and all different feet stuff. So yeah, I've seen too many Chevys, you know, get on it and the front tires start bowing in. Square body, or not the square body, the Chevy Shuffle.
Yep. I mean, I haven't broken my Chevy. It's broken once on me, but I didn't break it. Hello, Brad. It just broke.
What's up, Brad?
And that was a tie rod. Other than that, I'm taking it through some rough stuff.
Now, I wonder if my GPS will go off and tell me where to turn while I'm live.
Yeah, Brad, you guys are big on those trays and kits. I threw the link in chat if you guys wanted to scroll up and get it, or if somebody wants the link, let me know. You guys are big on those trays and kits.
I still got another, 50 minutes till I get there. That's about 45 minutes. I need to close. Anyway, it's at 103, group 103 to 5. Yeah. So if I actually run into pockets, I remember to bring that material for him.
Oh, you're gonna meet up with Bacchus?
I think he's going to be there Saturday.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had that material since September of whenever I went to Maine. But, I met up with Monford, Gentleman Prospector, Keith, and Buddy Biggs, and Bob.
I'm sure it'll be some good fun.
What's that?
I'm sure it'll be some good fun.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully the rain lets up on you guys.
This event that they did, the campground is packed. This is the East Coast Spring Rendezvous for the Northeast. So a bunch of hotels around are booked. The campground's booked. It's supposed to be quite a few people.
Yes, I saw a good one today. Some dude was walking down Main Street talking to himself. Older guy. Normally I don't think very much of it, but this dude was actually sign language talking to himself at the same time.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I got decent tires on this thing. What's Carl saying? I only confused. Do you have your...
He's asking if you have your dredge.
No, I just got my Piglet. I brought my Piglet, my Bigfoot sluice, my RP. I figured with all this rain, the rivers are going to be high, so I just dredge.
Yeah, I think Heath was saying it was going to be real hot.
The dredges should be getting shipped out Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Zach?
None. I think Heath was saying it was going to be high. The Piglet's just a different kind of high banker, Carl.
Yeah, the Gold Hawk Piglet. It's 6x36 high banker with the flare extension that's 12x36. But I run it into 2 inch. It's got a 2-inch setup on it, so I can dredge with it.
What kind of tires do you think you're going to run, Brad? I got some Falcon AT3s that I've been pretty satisfied with. Way better than the BFGs.
I always ran the Mastercraft ATs.
Yeah, we got into Falcons because they started getting big and they were cheaper. But as they were cheaper, so you sold a bunch of them, and then they built a little bit better name for themselves, and they got pretty pricey. Keep it light, Brad. A simple tent and a simple cook stove and a tonneau cover. Don't try to change the bed or nothing. Keep it light.
I wouldn't even know what brand of lifts anymore.
What brand of what?
Especially down there. Brands of lift kits. They probably got all different stuff down there. I mean, I'm used to Skyjacker, Rough Country. Now they got everybody out there selling it.
He got a Toyota. There's at least a 50% chance he's going to go with Old Man Emu. Omi has some pretty good kits, but they were bought out by who was it? I think they were bought out by Edelbrock. Or no, they were bought out by ARB. So who knows what it's made out of anymore.
Yeah. All trucks next right.
The Kings, most of them just pray they don't stall submerged. He should, Carl.
Whopping 55 degrees out. What you got over there? 90?
Oh, we're supposed to hit 100 this Saturday. I was told. Right now it is 9 o'clock at night and it's 81 degrees.
Man, crazy.
It's pretty comfortable.
Let's get a 4-inch lift. Yeah.
4 inches is a lot of lift.
Oh, come on. I ran 14.
You're cutting out real bad and now you're froze. I don't know if you can hear me. You did what? You ran what, Rich?
I had 14-inch of lift on my square body.
It's too much.
14.
It's just too much.
No way. It had 42-inch tires on it. The thing was so high up, so much clearance. My exhaust was literally just straight piece of pipe on the back.
Oh, A3S.
Didn't have to bend it or nothing.
How's your knees?
Getting in kind of sucked because it was literally up to my hip.
That's why I said, how's your knees? I got a big tall buzzer. It hurts my knees.
My knees are destroyed now.
Hello, you diver. Hello, bird.
What's up, Rich?
Yeah, I get it, Brad.
Let's see if I can get my 39 miles. Okay, not bad. 39 more miles. I hate these white signs, man.
The what?
The white signs on the road, my headlights just flare off so bad, my high beams. I put those fancy pink light bulbs in here.
I've always preferred just the good stock bulbs and clean headlights.
I had to go to San Diego. Take care, Brad. Thanks for listening.
Later, Brad.
35 bottles of beer. What? Stupid world.
I think A3's at work and bored.
Oh.
The sun's gone down, so that generally means he's at work.
Use caution. 14-foot lane. No, height-wise. I don't get that, bro.
So next weekend you're working on the Suburban, right?
The Escalade?
What?
You mean the Escalade?
Yeah, whatever. It's all the same to me.
I need to get that thing on the road. I am tired of driving this car. You know, it's fun to drive and everything, but it's not done for distance, daily drive, back and forth to work with the hills I get to drive. My weekend today, pretty much a zombie.
Nice. Nice, A3Os.
And weekend too. I'm just stuck driving in this shitty rain. I got 7 days into my trip. That means I got 2 weeks. And I got to do a oil change on this thing when I get back, and I'll probably clear the ECM, so the learning has to relearn again. So I really need to bring this thing back in tune, because it just bogs under $4,500. Well, it doesn't do anything. If you really stress it, or you put it start to bog. Like 6 years. Once you
Yeah, you got bad reception at the moment.
like yeah, I'm down to 2 bars.
Kings is correct.
There.
You have to do a lot to your opinion eggs.
And don't forget to, when you put your shims in, don't forget to put them in the right way.
Shim's hell on a 14
in the wrong way.
On a 14-inch lift kit, I'd be dropping the back of that trans 4 inches.
Oh, that I didn't have a problem. Yeah, I had the tranny dropped, everything 2 inches. Yep. In my pickup, when I put the lift kit in, I put the lift blocks in backwards.
Dummy.
I was tired when I did.
I've taken them apart like that.
What's that?
Taking them apart where people put their lifting box in backwards.
Yeah, I gotta fix it before I put it back on the road. Man. Holy shit! I'm down to 40 miles an hour. If hydroplaning that bad. Speed limit 65. Not like you guys can see.
No, we can't see.
Okay, turn the phone this way. Yeah, don't help much at all. super hill I'm climbing.
Yeah.
I can't even see chat now.
Yeah, they're just chatting.
Ooh, slow down. Nothing like trying to go straight and then the car says, nope, we're going this way.
All that pesky weather.
Yeah. That tomorrow just might be a day drinking type of day. And I got 3 half bottles of whiskey and 6 4-packs of cider.
Sounds like fun for you. I'm pretty sure I'm getting screwed tomorrow.
Why? What's that? Washout or something?
No, I was already going out to do a starter on a Chrysler 2.7, one of my all-time most loved cars, piece of shits. And then the guy went to go pick up his parts, and his Crown Vic blew a spark plug out. So I'm probably going to be reinserting that. Not too bad. But it's Friday, and, you know, local people of unimportant love to break down on Fridays. You're froze up. Turn your camera back off. You're froze up.
Coming back now.
Yeah.
There we go. Now, where are you saying on spark plug?
A Crown Vic, the same customer, a Crown Vic that blew out a spark plug in a starter on a little Dodge Sebring.
Crown Vic on a spark plug? Really?
Yep.
I thought that was only the V10s that had the problem with that.
Usually it's only the 5.4s and the V10s.
Really?
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but that's what he's described to me.
Yeah. No, I believe you. I know I heard about the V10s doing it. Oh, yeah, you will. Just get it, you know, put a lot of grease on the tap. In, out, in, out.
Yeah, I got the good kit, so they're easy.
I just re-tap it, go in a little bit, bring it back out, get all this.
I've done a few. Oh yeah, yesterday was ridiculously busy.
I only had to do 2.
Oh, you only done 2? They're going extinct, but back in the old days, you'd get a couple a week. Oh, Creed. That's all right. At least I won't be breaking my back standing on the ladder. It'd be nice to do one that isn't 10 feet fucking tall. What, Kings? Yeah, it's kind of like a Healy coil. The Ford modulars had a real bad problem with them, so they made a special kit, and the Healy coils are big old honking suckers, just perfect. So that's what it's a special kit just for those engines, so it has the perfect guide that goes down the hole, and everything's just perfect to it. So a monkey with any kind of skills can do them without too much of an effort. You just got to make sure the valves are closed, lots of grease on the tap. Make sure the piston's down. So it's super simple.
Dead zone.
Yeah. The quality kit's like $400 though, King. So it's one of those things you have to charge for them, making money. Oh, A3, I'm not talking about the 20-foot ladders. I'm talking about the stupid step ladders working on these 10-foot tall trucks. Everybody wants to put an 8-inch lift kit on their truck because they think it makes it go faster.
You don't have a truck creeper?
No.
Dude, let me tell you, I had one at a shop that I used to work at. It was so nice.
Yeah, I was talking with some of the diesel guys that have one, and they were saying that it is nice for getting up there, but if you're doing anything that requires torque, they hated working on it because they couldn't get any powerful pulls. So they use it, but for the most part, it just lived in the corner. But they do a lot of Ford and Dodge and Duramaxes, a lot of diesel.
Yeah.
And we all know they like to raise them up 10 foot tall because they think that makes them go faster.
I did 6-inch on my Duramax, but my square body, I went nuts. I laser with the 10-inch lift, A5.
Yeah, my Blazer's on a 6. My Land Cruiser's on a 2.5, which is all I need. The 6 is a little too big.
It was fun when they used to have mud holes around. Now everybody blocked everything off. You can't do nothing. I was never into the rock crawling. I always loved the mud holes.
I'm real picky what I do on diesel trucks at U-Diver. As a trade, I didn't do them every day, and I don't do them every day. That just wasn't my cup of tea. So I'm picky on what I do them. Later, Carl. I'm picky on what I do on them. I do basic fuel filters or belts, obviously all the suspension systems and all that. Some on the powertrain, but not a lot. If it needs injectors, I'm done. I don't want to mess with them. I've done them before, but I don't want to.
I'm with you on that.
The world would be a better place if everybody stayed in their lane. If the tire guy never changed an alternator, the world would be a better place. If the transmission guy didn't change water pumps, the world would be a better place. Just stick with what you know. Otherwise, you get people who don't really know what the hell they're doing, trying to do things with a marginal area of success. And I got a real good relationship with there's a heavy duty diesel mobile mechanic out here. He called me up one day. He says, "You work on semi trucks?" Didn't know him. It was just after I started the business. "You work on semi trucks?" "Yeah, no, not really. What do you need?" And he's like, No. Explains who he is. He says, "I don't work on cars." I said, "Then we're gonna have a beautiful relationship," or something along those lines. And he sends me all the auto repair. I send him all the big trucks. There's things I thought about going on, just some trailer lights or something like that. And I was slow enough too. I should have gone, but if I'm slow, he's probably slow. I give it to him, and he winds up working them. But there's a lot of work's been traded there, and it works out just fine.
That's good if you get doing that.
Anything more than a jump start or bring you full fuel on the heavy trucks, I don't really do. Maybe I'll bring you some heater hose or something light like that. But I mean, even into, coolant fittings or air brake fittings or something like that, I'll just give them to him. Now, the tow truck company I work for, that's a different story. I do anything they want. I worked on one of theirs yesterday. Well, I wound up doing ballpark 350 miles yesterday, and pulled an 11-hour day total.
That's what I pulled. I did today, so I could have tomorrow off.
Yeah.
11.5 hour day today.
Nice. Yesterday I started my day off. I went 107 miles east for a broke down a UPS style truck that was converted to a motorhome. That falls in one of those gray areas where nobody wants to work on it, so I take them. Went 107 miles east to work on that, and the tow company had called me the night before. They had a truck go down, and they actually had their yearly inspections to be on CHP rotation today. So it was real important to get that truck going. So after I finished up the international, I called up the owner, and he still needed me. So I wound up taking a 60-mile shortcut between the east-west freeway and the north-south freeway. Took a 60-mile shortcut across that to get to them. Road I'd never actually driven on. Nice road. So I went over to them, and it turns out it's an F550, and it stalled going down the road, wouldn't restart. They called me on it. They had one of the more local mobile guys go out to them. He told them the starter was bad, so they were headed out. The owner was headed out there with a starter in the passenger seat, and I get more explanation on the situation. The guy tells him the starter's bad, and then he jumpers the starter to start the engine. What? Well, if you jump the starter, it's just it's a Ford chassis with a 6.7 Cummins International engine, or 6.7 Cummins Industrial. Not that piece of crap that everybody's got in their Ram thinking they're a big boy. The real Cummins Industrial. But he jumpered the starter to get it going, to move him off of the side of the road, and told him it needed a starter. If you can jump the starter and make the starter work, that seems to imply to me that the starter's good. Well,
yeah, he's selling
well, whatever. He says he needs me. He's headed up there with the starter. So I made the shortcut across there. I get to the truck. Very first thing is I energize the solenoid the same way the truck would. Truck cranks just fine. There ain't nothing wrong with the starter. So I get to working on it. I noticed that the Prendle's not lit up. The park reverse neutral drive's not lit up for any indicator of gear. Tried in several different gears. Okay, no problem. I throw my medium duty scanner on it or my heavy duty scanner on it. No communication with the transmission module. And I've worked on that truck before, and I know that it communicated with the transmission module before. So no Prendle, no communication with the trans module. So I started checking every single fuse on that truck, because it's a worn out truck. It's got, I don't know, 600,000 miles on an F550.
How old is it? That F550 with the 6.7 like that?
I think it's a 12 or a 14.
Really?
The flatbed tow truck, man, it runs the road. It runs. What do you want me to tell you? So I got to looking at it, and I come to the conclusion that it lost power to the transmission to the transmission module for some reason. Don't know why. Every fuse that I could find is good on the truck. So we're getting some time into it now, and we make the executive decision to hotwire the trans module. I just made a little fused hotwire. I went straight over to the trans module, and obviously I diagnosed I added power. You know, now the Prendle lights up, truck starts on its own, all that. So I made a hotwire that went over to the trans module just to make the truck work so we can get it through inspection, which we did, and it passed. He calls me back today. He says, so what do you think we need to do to fix this? I said, well, either because I had one of the drivers when I got done with it, I wound up working on it with two drivers next to me. One Landall driver. Well, both of them were heavy drivers, but one for Landall and the driver who regularly tows the truck, because the owner sent the backup plan, which was a Landall trailer to drag it back to home base, drag it back to my town. So everything worked there. Hotwired it, had the driver go drive it, gets all the gears, runs fine. He complained of a pop or a surge or something, but we decided, or the owner decided to Landall it down to the inspection location, which is about 28 miles south, and we drop it off at the other yard there. So it just had a short drive to get to the inspection. So anyway, he called me today. He says, what do we need to do to fix it? Well, you know, to fix it right, we need to tear apart that whole wire harness on that truck, because that truck has developed wire harness problems. We need to tear apart the whole wire harness on that truck and find where the issue is and repair it. I said, in the short term, we can leave it how it is, let the driver run it, see if any more issues arrives. And if you're fine with leaving that repair, I'll pull out because I just use one of those wire cutting splices on it, you know, the little red ones. I just used one of those on there. I said, if you want to leave that repair that I did, then I just need to open that up a little more and solder the wires together, because those little cutting things are no good as far as I'm concerned. Especially not on short term. Yeah, they're not good for a module, not for long term on a module, and by my opinion. So we're gonna give that back to. We're going to give that back to the driver and let him run the roads for a few days and see what comes of it.
Yeah, if it keeps working and no problems, go run it.
Run it.
If you come up with another issue, then that'll help you diagnose the problem.
Well, now that inspection's over, it doesn't really matter anymore. I mean, it sucks to have a truck go down, but we're talking multi-million-dollar tow truck companies here. Once they're inspected, stickered, and they're legal to run for the next year, who cares if it goes down? Go get in a different tow truck. Yeah, we'll just take him up. We'll just take him up a different truck, and he keeps one spare there. So we got the important part done. It's just the inconvenience of it going down. So we'll see how that turns out. Then while the Landau guy was loading it up to bring it down to the other yard, I went ahead of him and went down to the other yard. I was going to give the Landau guy a ride back to town here, because the Landau was going to stay up there in case it had a problem. So I get down there. Oh yeah, now let's go through the air brakes on these fucking 8 tow trucks. Oh shit. I will say this though, and this is a record for them. 8 trucks, 6 of them heavy wreckers. 8 trucks, we only had to adjust the brakes on 1 axle.
Really?
All the other brakes are in adjustment.
Wow. That's surprising.
That's all the DOT, or the DOT inspects a lot of things out here, but that's one of the things they're most particular on. And that's one of the hardest things to get when he has one of these other full mechanics, when he has one of these other mechanics look at him, that's one of the hardest things to get his guys to do, is get off your ass and adjust the brakes. They just don't do it.
It's not like it's hard. What is it, a 5/8 freaking bolt? Just tighten it up?
Yeah,
back it off, get tighten it up. Yeah, it's
There's a slack adjuster on it. It's not something I'm super experienced in, but I can do it. So I got the brakes adjusted on that one axle, which was great. Had dinner and I wound up getting back here. I turned down a call after that, but the guy was impatient and rude.
hey Jeffrey.
But that little, my day did not have time built into it for that tow truck to break down. I just rewrote my list of people I've got to call, and I'm sure I'm ignoring people, but and between that tow truck and this other dude that now has 2 broken cars, that was time that I didn't have to invest.
14 more miles to the next exit, or my exit.
All right.
And it's only one exit after this.
Button wants to know if you're heading to Bath or you there, Wrench?
We got a cabin where I'm headed to. So apparently I made a bag for somebody, and somehow he got double gold.
Got double gold?
Yeah.
I hope you didn't mislabel mine.
No. No. But yeah, he's like, he makes bags himself. So he's like, next time, he goes, I'll take care of you. Put some extra in for you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's those ciders, Wrench.
I don't get what you just want. Drinking when I
Yeah, so I got that update UMPA were complaining about. That sucks.
don't know how long I'll be there, but it's a little later than probably 1 o'clock now. Because how slow I'm going.
Cutting out pretty bad. Oh, now you're gone. Oh, Hardy, no fun. No fun, are you? I'll be right back, Wrench. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, sorry. Service up here is the same as where I live. A little crazy. What's up, Chad? Yeah, this should be interesting this weekend with the amount of rain it's supposed to get. Hope it's not just an all weekend drink fest. Rest area. Tourist info center. Yeah, I'm not a tourist, sorry. Sunday will be nice. Right. Stupid. I have this thing in here. Yeah, I brought my rain gear. I got my waders, my chest waders, and I got a poncho, so I should be good. I'm hoping I can find a spot not too far from the road. I'll just set up and use my dredge. Or not the dredge, but my high banker with the dredge nozzle. Branch, you know what? I got this pouring. So, yeah. I got this stupid share referral leak thing right in the way. I can't use your typing, right? Can you see the chat? I can, but I can't. I got this stupid link thing in the way here. Apparently, I missed what you said. I can't find it now. Yeah. As long as it's warm. I mean, I got my neoprene later, so as long as it's warm enough, it should be good. I'm bringing thermals again, but I didn't think I'd need them. But again, it is 53 degrees right now.
His phone doesn't tell him what you say, Mary. He has to see it in the chat.
Sometimes it deletes the thing on me. I guess I don't have service or whatnot. Greg asked the question. I can't find it. Yeah. White heat after cheeks in this rain.
Hope it clicks for you guys.
You know, we'll find out one way or another. Like I was saying, I got my waders, rain gear, and stuff. And, you know, as long as it's not too high up on the banks and not too hard to get to a spot, I'll just go play in a river and just dredge it. Nothing else I'm gonna just do shovel, kill myself in the rain. I got my little stool. I'll sit on that, just work it.
Did you bring an umbrella?
No, I just put a poncho and waders.
I bought some welding. I bought some welding umbrellas. They're nice.
Did you hear that GPS going off or no?
No, I didn't hear it.
Good. 5.9 miles. Oh, that's good. I can stay on the phone. Talking about an app for blind people to use for what? I'm able to do 65 again.
I know a guy that writes Braille books. He actually proofreads them, but He goes walking by the Braille signs going into businesses. He's like, that's wrong.
Interesting. McDonald's has Braille at the drive-thru too. What? Yeah, I gotta say, this guy's doing pretty good on the highway. Getting about 25 miles per gallon.
It must be nice.
Well, consider I average about 15 miles per gallon driving to work every day. I'll take it.
Yeah, nothing I drive gets over 15, 16.
Hell, when I was driving the Caddy, I was getting 8, 10.
You're the one who modifies it.
That was before it was modified.
I can get 15. I get 15 in my big truck. I get 15 in my little truck. I get like 11 in the off-road trucks.
Yeah, well, where you're at different too.
I got what?
You guys are all flatlands.
No. We're not continuous hills, but we're not flat by any means.
On the way to work and on the way home from work, I got these 2 hills. Brutal. I just hate freaking I got to stop on them. Oh, I've been driving standard since before I had my license.
Yeah, see,
you're
doing stop and go. I'm doing 70 or 80 up a hill that has I'm doing 70 or 80 up hills with 2,000 feet elevation gains.
No car. What this car thinks it's doing. I'm doing 70 and I'm freaking bouncing in the lane here. How the hell you think you're going to go faster than me?
Is it raining bad enough that your traction control's kicking on, or you got it all disabled?
What was that?
Is it raining bad enough that your traction control is kicking on, or do you have it all disabled?
No, it's on, but it doesn't do anything. It just, you feel the car just literally get pulled left, right, from the hydroplane. You feel, I got decent tires on it. Next right. I got to take a right. Where is it? There's the exit. And turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right. Turn right.
Kings is pulling an ice wagon up the hill to carry all the beer. Was that all the noise yours makes?
What's that?
Was that all noise from yours?
Yep.
I'd fill your exhaust with spray foam.
I got 3-inch exhaust on this thing.
Yeah, you'd get spray foamed for sure.
I got a cat on it, and I got a resonator on it too.
I don't care.
Mufflers, but 3-inch.
You're making that much noise going down the street. You deserve to get spray foamed.
Well, I don't have any. I don't have any insulation in the trunk. All the the insulation that they get come from the factory
I don't
got
care.
taken out.
That'd be the best $12 I ever spent. I'd toucan that. Hey, I was thinking though. I was wondering. Okay, obviously you spray foam someone's exhaust and they know instantly. What would happen if you were able to shove a can in there and get it to stay in there to where it wasn't open? Wait for the exhaust to get hot enough to blow up the can for when they're like going down the freeway. Poof! I wonder if it would blow it out of the way. Wrench is froze again. Sure, he'll be back in just a minute. Yeah, Kings, I was thinking if you could just shove the whole can in there, make it stay, and just wait for the exhaust to get hot enough to pop the can. I wonder if it would swell up and have enough rigidity to hold the exhaust while it got real hard.
I'm back.
You're still driving.
Stay to the right.
Oh, AAA.
What's up, Alaskan? Where is she? All right.
How many more miles you got now?
I couldn't tell you, but I remember going this way last time. I think it's like 10 minutes. At least to the last hotel we used to go to. Yeah, this funky bridge right here. We get this really sharp turn.
Well, take it slow. That little lawnmower you're driving doesn't have a whole lot of ground pressure.
Oh, there's plenty of weight in here. Oh, she'll fart when you shift her too. If you get the cat hot enough, you just sit there and you're climbing a hill and you get someone right up on your ass. Just hit it and bounce it off the limiter and she'll just start. Oh, sounds like someone shooting a 12 gauge.
Oh, you got the poppy tune, huh?
No, I don't have the poppy tune. It's just the car's tuned well. You know, you haven't heard it. I ain't shifting normal, driving normal. I'm not one of those, not like those other kids that got it and they think to sit there and every shift, you know. I can make it to it or leave it quiet. Fun to shoot it in. Try caliber? It's probably any caliber. I remember there's a McDonald's. I had this like Shaw's or something over here. Yeah, there's a McDonald's right there. Because me, Heath, Remy, and PA did that last year. I think it was the year before.
Mayor says to give that baby car a pacifier wouldn't be so loud. Hello, Sean.
And there's Shaw's. I'm in the wrong lane. On the other side of the road. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Lane, turn left. We're not 1,000 feet, so go straight. Oh, I know, right?
What are those things that keep going across your windshield?
What's that?
What are those things that keep going off of your windshield? Going across your windshield?
There's the Nutka Lodge. Nutka Lodge right there, it says.
Yeah, we just watched you run the shit out of a red light.
Oh, that wasn't red. That's just the lights in the cars in front of me.
No, it wasn't red about a minute before you went through it, but when you went through it, it was red.
It's 12:46. Come on. Ain't nobody out this late.
Yeah, we can. It's evident by how many times you're crossing that yellow line. Wrench is riding down the road like Cruella de Vil. But except he's driving a lawnmower.
Garrett, I could make it pop and fart.
Yeah, we'll definitely use the big gap filler on that one. We want good expansion.
I don't do that.
Man, I'm gonna have to cash out PA a few bucks. Have him zip tie a harmonica under there for me.
You really hear it when I don't have anything in the car. I keep it quiet. Even when cops are behind me, they don't bother me. I've never been pulled over for a gun. Come on, I didn't even have the atmosphere. You know, I didn't want to be that guy with the noisy blow-off valve.
Noisy blow-off valves sound good.
Quiet.
Noisy blow-off valves sound good. It's the noisy exhaust all the time that's annoying.
Well, it's got to be able to breathe in, breathe out, and, you know, puke its boost when it needs to. That's not all exhaust noise you're hearing. It is the intake, too. Stop. What's Joseph saying?
He's talking about that red light that you ran. Stop twice on your way home.
I remember us going this way last time. Where the hell's the road? Half a mile. Turn right. Then turn right. Swiftwater Way Station. Whatever the fuck it is. I turn in here.
This was a how many hour drive for you?
What'd you say?
How many hour drive was this for you?
3 hour, 40 minute. Turn right. Twin Rivers. Okay. I think I go this way. I think that's PA standing there. Yep. There's PA, or he. I can't tell. There's both of them.
Hell, they're asleep and you know it. Well, they were before the excited lawnmower pulled up. Hey, Ranch. Let's say you do some right hand donuts in that car for about a minute straight.
No.
Come on.
There's campers everywhere. I gotta be quiet.
Imagine that. The audacity of those people to have their campers parked all over the fucking campground.
I don't know if we're parked here or whatever. I guess they're parking here. We got the cabin.
Oh,
Oh, you guys can't see. Go. Here's the cabin.
that's nice. That's nice of you, Donna. I was just hoping he would hydroplane.
Wave hi. Everybody can see you. He's giving you guys the finger.
That's probably Heath then.
Oh, yeah. You know what, though? It's time to crack a cider.
Is Remy up there this weekend?
No. I don't know what that. Really, some of us are hanging out to make sure you're. I appreciate it, believe me. I really do. Having you guys here. All right, now let's. Excuse me. Turn the car off. There. Probably bring some ciders in. No, I'll get them in a minute. Oh. I guess the lights off. Oh. You can kind of, you can't even see how packed the car is.
You can't see much.
Oh. Hi, everybody. We made it.
Holy shit, PA's awake.
I think it's signal. I don't know how long we've been live for an hour and a half. Really? Yeah. So. All right, guys. Let's see. Let's fix this. Turn this fucking thing around. Settings, camera, facing front.
He killed himself.
He didn't come. I don't know. Let's see. All right, there we are. So we're out. Thank you, everybody, for staying here, helping. Make sure I stayed awake. I really appreciate it. So,
Rich, we'll talk to you another day. Get that gold.
Oh yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. That's for sure.
You got out here, Jackson.
It'd
be nice if you got your ass out here.
Hell no, I'll save my money and order my gold. Yeah, that's PA and Heath. AAA.
Yep. You got PA there, Heath there. And I get a bit of a glare at that light there. All right, guys. I'm signing off.
Later, everybody.
Anyway,
You can't go, baby.
I don't even know how the hell this.
Big redhead.
Well,
Yeah, and that one.
later, folks.